I'm going to be spending the next 24 hours trading meme coins to try and make over $1,000. Now, this is one of the craziest videos you will see, so make sure you watch to the end of the video because some of the results in this are going to change your mind completely about meme coins. Going to be using a platform called Terminal. There is going to be a link down in the description below if you guys do want to try out trading meme coins. This is probably the best platform to use, but meme coins are basically small crypto coins that can be launched by anyone and are traded by a lot of people constantly and instantly, and usually a lot of people absolutely make thousands of dollars with meme coins, with some people making over $1 million a month from meme coins. Let's not waste any more time though, and get into it. Alright, so when you load up Terminal, this is basically what you see. We have the trending tab, we have Dex, new, Pump Live, which I think is everyone live streaming. I don't know if people actually do that anymore, and then users, which I assume is the amount of people clicking on each coin, but I'm not sure. So that's one thing, but I feel like what you actually want to look at is this main screen. Trending obviously is always going to show you coins that are doing well. So we have this coin here. You can see it has actually gone on a pretty decent rally lately. And what the circle dog is basically what it is. I don't know if this is a new meme. I mean, I'm a bit of an unk right now, so maybe this is a new meme. But basically what we want to be looking at is coins that are big enough to the point where they have gone out of rug pull territory. We don't want to be buying these small coins. So let's buy into the first one here. We're just going with 0.3 of a Solana. You can see we have 1 Solana to trade with today to see if we can actually make this work. And it looks like we might actually take an L on this first one, which would not be good at all. But that is sort of, I guess, how it goes with meme coin trading. All right, let's just see if we can hold this a little bit. Let's see if this continues to grow. Okay, there we go. Some buys. There we go. Getting some motion. Just a few more buys like that and we are set. But that, I guess, is the risk because we have no idea if this is actually going to go up. So you can see some of these top wallets made 5K a few days ago, which is just insane. But it doesn't look like they're going to make much on this trade today. There you go. We have made $1 so far if we just keep holding this. So again, we have to see what this actually does. So we want to see if this is actually possible to make some money on. I feel like the trades are slowing down a little bit on this coin. Obviously, this is just the first one that we went into. There are some other wallets that I'm tracking getting into this as well, but it does look like this is slowed down. So it might honestly be worth looking at some of the other coins that have maybe been trending to see if they are going to be better to buy into or not. We're going to have to wait and see. All right, we'll just sell. We basically sold for what we made. Like you can see up there in the top right, we are down like 0.017 sol, which is nothing. That's fine. That is fine. Clearly that coin just wasn't going to work. So what we do now is just sit here and wait, look at these coins, look what is maybe migrated to see if we can get something in the migrated channel or the migrated section of Terminal. See if these coins have already gained some good volume. They obviously they already have migrated. So you can see some of these are getting crazy buys like that one right there. But obviously the point of this is we want to be finding coins that are going to be doing a lot better in the future. We don't want these coins that are sort of run up and then dropped all the way back down. Like something like Seal, even though that does kind of look fake, could be good because it seems like it's sort of trading around some of its higher levels. Let's just have a look through here though, because most of these look like dead coins, which is not what we want. We want to be finding coins that still are at a lower market cap, but just don't really have that much volume. Although it doesn't really look like any of these are going to be it. So we might honestly just be spending some time here, just waiting for something to show up, assuming that something actually does show up. After spending what felt like hours looking at charts, waiting for something to pop up, there was nothing. So we ended up trying it again the next day. And I'm not going to lie, the results were pretty insane. Okay, We're trading in the middle of the night. This is full degen right now. But this is a coin that has already migrated. You can see it peaked at like 180k. It has since retraced a lot, but I think this works in our favor because all the people that bought in early have got out. So you can see our little buy symbol on the chart there. We bought in at about 65k, and I feel like this is going to suit us perfectly. The whole point of this is that people have already taken their profits. They have already exited out of this position. So if we can somehow find a way to get into this at a good valuation, we're going to make good money. And you can see more and more people are coming into this coin. That is really good. These is perfect. So the idea here again is that people that bought in as soon as this migrated, when we saw it on new pairs, have taken their gains. This went up to 180k. People would have printed off this. It is now retraced way too low, lower than what I think it has. And it seems like other people are agreeing. There is a little bit of a base being laid here. You can see just back before that person bought, before Cupsy and all these other tracked wallets bought, it did sort of build up a little floor over there. It then fell through that floor and has now built another floor around that 50k level. So if this can retrace further and further up, maybe to around that 90k to 100k mark, I feel like we will see some good value right there. But again, this is going to take a little bit of time to play out. So we're going to have to wait and see how this goes. But I feel like there is a chance that we do make money. Again, we're in the green here, about $7 in the green. So that is a 10% gain. We're not going in with crazy huge amounts because we don't want to risk our entire portfolio on one trade. So we are just waiting to see how this goes. Oh my God, what is that buy? Okay, that is huge. We are getting back up. And this is the other cool thing that I like about meme coin trading is you can see people's other positions. You can see what they bought into. So you can see they sold this coin 2 minutes ago and have now put 10 more sold back into it as we have broken that level. Okay, tracked wallets are selling. Let's just take 50% out. Okay, they are getting clippy. We did take some profit up there, but this could retrace. I feel like a lot of people, probably copy traders, would have sold right there. So hopefully we still have 0.3 in this. We've made 0.15 Solana, but in dollar terms, we're up about $20 right now, which is pretty good. So again, the idea is if we can just get this to retrace a little bit higher, then you know what? We may as well just take it out. I feel like we'll take it out. We'll take our gains. We're still somehow in the negative, but that's fine. That is fine. This is a good start. Maybe trading in the middle of the night is the best way to go. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. We'll go in with 0.3 again. This is the depository. So the idea behind this is that this coin again has already migrated. We're not looking for a coin that has sort of had a lot of scammy problems with it, and we're hoping that this can increase. Now it has already had a decent run. We're sort of buying around the top, but the idea with this coin now is that the volume should only be picking up. So we have gone in with 0.8, which is basically what we are down on the day. So if we sold now, we'd be basically trading even. Again, that is probably the level that we're looking for. So there we go. We'll put another line at 150k. And then maybe if it drops down to about that 100k mark, we will just take our loss and sell. So far, this is building nicely. Again, you can see it's consolidating. And there we go. We are getting some movement. All right, this is nice. So you can see all the way down here, people have bought in. They've slowly been building a position in this coin. 450 holders down here. So again, there would be people in this that have been in this coin from the beginning that are probably going to start to take some profits. So we'll see. We can see someone sold 1.2k there. They still hold 1.5k though, which is crazy. And then we have some of these other big wallets that have been holding for about 5 to 6 minutes on this coin. As again, the same thing happens. It reaches high levels, people take profit, and it just drops as more and more people, I guess, see it as fear. So we're going to wait and see what happens here. There is a big sell on that coin. Okay, what is happening with this? Don't tell me this is going to be another loss. Okay, come on. There is that 100k level. So we could again sell here. Maybe just to, I guess, close out the loss. But what we're actually going to do is buy some more and hopefully lower our entry price. again, I feel like it got up to that 140k level. I feel like it is very easy to get back up to that 140, 150k level as long as this continues to get good volume. When the volume slows down, that's when we're in trouble. So we're going to have to wait and see. Hopefully this increases the volume and keeps getting good movement. Back in the green. There we go. Oh my god. What is that? Okay, that was a $1,500 buy. We'll take a little bit out. That is crazy. What was that buy? There we go. Up to 160. We'll take another 25% out. Again, it seems like a lot of people have the same idea because there are a few more cells coming out of this. All right, big buys again. A lot of big wallets are getting into this, so it might be worth holding this 0.8 just a little bit longer to see what happens. But if the volume starts to slow, oh, that's not good. Tracked wallet starting to sell and sell again. We'll sell a little bit more again. All right, we only have really 0.4 left in this, but it does look like it is holding this floor quite nicely. It's actually quite funny. This line that we've put in has been a good level. You can see that big candle earlier sort of stopped at our line. This is stopping pretty closely as well. So we have made good profit on this coin. I don't know if it is going to break that 160k level like we saw before. And it does look like it's falling through. It might be worth just selling now and taking our profit. We'll just take a little bit more. 10%, we'll take out 10%. Again, just locking in these gains nice and slowly, sort of taking away the chance for these big volatile moves as some of these tracked wallets are getting back in. All right, let's just get out. I feel like they are about to dump, so we'll take our profit there. 0.23 gain. That is very good. And we are now in the green by about $20. Again, middle of the night trading might be the way to go. There we go, baby. $31. Huge. All right, we're going back into a little bit of an early one. This is a bit riskier, flawed. The volume is insane on this. Okay, I did not see this early on. But again, the Claude AI meta is going crazy right now. You can see how many people are selling this. These SS things on the chart are snipers that have bought in very early, selling it. So this is insane. Okay, this is getting crazy. Again, it is seeing so much resistance. As soon as anyone buys big, it just seems like there are massive dumps to get out of this coin. Is it going to hold? Again, snipers get out. More people buying in. This is insane. This is more volume than we've seen on any of the charts right now. I'm kind of nervous putting in more, but we'll see. We'll see. Average price now 70k. I feel like as soon as these snipers get out, assuming that they're not holding anymore, we can sort of see on the right side there is still 8% people sniping. So it just means a lot of the wallets that bought in very, very early have sort of still got decent positions. Again, the whole thing with sniping is that you buy up coins from popular wallets or popular dev wallets as soon as they launch. So as soon as people are getting out of this, that sniper count you can see is now gone down to 7%. So as soon as they are getting out of this, I feel like this will run. People usually don't like getting into wallets that are heavily sniped because it just means there's probably a lot of bundles, and you can see the bundles at 23%, but this is getting big. This is getting wiki. Come on, keep going. Keep going. We're up $100 on this coin right now. I feel like we could take a little bit, take 25% out. See, volume is slowing now on this a little bit. You see a lot of snipers still getting out. So we're now down to 5% of snipers. But again, there are probably still big wallets holding this. A lot of people selling this now. 3% snipers. Oh my god, big dumps. Looks like people are trying to hold this up. Might just take a little bit more out. 25%. We don't want to push our luck on this either, because as much as if the snipers get fully out, this could just send, it could also go the other way. You can see these red symbols on this area next to us with all the trades. All those red symbols, right, there's our price target of 160k, but you can see here all these red symbols next to us are bundles. So either people that have connected wallets, which maybe isn't always accurate, but it's not always good to be buying into coins that have that sort of price action, because there could be volume bots, there could just be a lot of bundling going on. So it might be worth watching this just a little bit more and then getting out of this coin if it doesn't do much. Okay, more people getting back in. It's going to be crazy. I actually don't know what to do here. I mean, we do have 0.3 profit right now. Oh my god. What is that? Who bought that? Someone bought 15 Solana worth of that coin. Okay, that's crazy. Look at that. Back up to 100k in one candle is crazy. I feel like we should take some profit off this now. I mean, that just moved insane. Again, people trying to hold up this chart. I don't know how this is going to go. All right, there we go. I feel like we actually played that pretty well. So that was a good coin. And yeah, we made 0.3, 0.4 profit on that, which is pretty good considering that we are trading with a small wallet. And again, how crazy that actually was. You can see how crazy this chart is now though. Like, this is getting insane. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with this, but I feel like we made the right choice getting out when we did. Sort of waited for the price action to get crazy, waited for those big sells to go through, and then just watched it. So pretty happy with how we played that. We'll have to wait and see what else happens with this chart. All right, the next thing we are trying out is moving from Solana meme coin trading to BNB. Now, this is really, really volatile. There are periods where BNB meme coins actually seem better, and then there are times where this market is just completely dead. So we're going to try this out. We basically traded even on Solana, so we're going to see if we have better luck over here. Now, we are going to go in with some decent money just so we have a little bit more money to play around with. We can take a few more risks, but we'll see how this goes. Oh my god, what is that? Okay, these coins are crazy. What is happening? Look how much this has gone up. See, this is the thing with BNB, is these charts move like crazy. What the hell? Did we even take money out of this? I actually can't tell. Okay, there we go. We've got a little P&L card right here. You can see we are up $145 on this coin right now. This is insane. These charts are actually crazy how they move. Obviously, it takes a little bit longer for these transactions to process compared to Solana, which is why the chart sort of seems like it's moving in slow motion. The volatility and the volume is still there. It just takes a little bit longer for these transactions to come through, but this is insane. Oh my god, I'm so glad we sold when we did, but oh my god, this is insane. We basically put $90 in and made $110 of profit. You guys can see that. We'll pin it right there just so you can see. That's pretty cool though. That is sick. We may as well change the graphic to, there we go. The classic, right? That is just it. That is perfect. $110 in the green for our first trade on BNB. Not too bad. Right. I don't know how we keep finding these coins. The golden shovel. This, again, has seemingly come out of nowhere. I don't know how or why people are getting into this coin, but massive buy. Look at that. That was $3,500 just bought, and it is just slightly below all-time highs. Can we get it there? You can see our average buy is all the way down here at about 440. Again, these coins just seemingly pick up out of nowhere. It is absolutely insane how this chain moves. I don't know how long the motion is going to stay like this for on BNB. It seems like it sort of comes and goes. We're up $200 on this coin right now. This is insane. You can see more and more vamps are sort of coming out about this, but we could just hold onto this coin. It does seem like it's going to break through that all-time high. Again, we didn't really hold that all-time high at all. It sort of just hit it and then dumped. But it does look like it is coming up, and there we go. We broke through it. Oh my god, is that a Mev? Look at that Mev bot all the way up to like $1 million. That is insane. Okay, come on. Keep building. Keep building nicely. Just keep this momentum going. We're at 220 right now. This has the legs to just keep on going. The other thing is we are still seeing these big wallets buying in as well. So you can see a lot of money coming into this. I feel like that is one of the differences that I've noticed between Solana and BNB trenches right now, is that they do let these coins run a lot longer. It's actually pretty uncommon to see a Solana meme coin running past 200 to 300k, but on BNB, when you see a coin actually hit 300k, most of the time it feels like they're going to go up to 1 million as we take some profit there. We'll leave a little bit more in. Again, we just want to sort of take out the money that we've put into the chart. So regardless of what happens, we're going to end in profit, which looks like that is exactly what's going to happen here, which is so good. So we just have to keep letting this run. Oh my God. What we love to see. BNB trenches absolutely cooking. Oh my God. Huge buy. What the hell? $5,000 in buys right there. That is a monster candle. Hopefully that holds. I feel like Casino has some good motion, so this should hold. The other really cool thing about GMGN is it has this holders chart down the bottom. So you can see over time, the holders are increasing, which is exactly what you want to see on coins like this. It obviously has had a gradual increase as well, which means there isn't any crazy volatility with this. It seems like it is sort of growing at a decent pace as we go past our second price target, breaking out of that range. Come on, keep going. Keep going up. I mean, we could always clip a little bit more. We're up about $230 right now. I feel like this is just going to keep going. I mean, it did Mevbot all the way up to basically 1 million, but it could actually break $1 million all on its own, which would just be insane. We're getting tweet mentions about this now. Again, you see that golden shovel vamp. Actually, bring that up on the other screen. You can see more and more people buying into this, which is perfect. We just need to see volume increasing. The wallet holders going up, our P&L's going up, which is very nice to see. And we can probably start taking some profit very soon. The funny thing about these coins, though, is every time it seems like it's dying down or the momentum is slowing, that is when they rally like absolutely crazy. So I am fearful of that. We have missed some multi-million-dollar runners before just by being a little bit more cautious. So it really does just depend about our risk management on this one. And I don't know if it's better just to take our full port out of this. Maybe it's run as high as it's going to go. We're just going to have to wait and see because this coin's crazy. Oh my God. See, there we go. Another big Mev bot or a Mev wick, at least, basically up to $1 million. We'll just move our price target up a little bit. This is sort of our guide. So if we see a lot of sells around here, if it fails to sort of hold this line, then we may as well just dump out of this. But I feel like right now where it is sort of trading up and down on this line, might be a good way to do it. We can also auto sell on here, which is actually a pretty cool feature. So yeah, we might even set a stop loss on this. So let's have a look at this. We will sell 100% if it drops below about that 780k, I think is a good amount. So $100, 100% of our portfolio to be sold if it drops below 780. We can now basically leave this to just run itself. I mean, if this runs to 5 mil, then we'll obviously take some profit because we can set a stop loss on the other side, like right here, 1.4 mil. If it hits that, then we'll take our 50%, right? But if it drops all the way back down to that level that we put it at, I don't remember, 780k, I think, then we take that. We take that as it looks like it's going to hit it. Did it hit it? I actually can't tell. There we go. It's sold. That's fine. We still made $224 on this. That is fine. We didn't get to test the higher upper limit. That's okay. There will be another coin for us to test this on. Great start on BNB though. This is insane. All right, this might be our last trade if it works out well. We are in Bojack. And if you guys have seen the show, then you know what Bojack is. But this is mooning. And I don't really understand why, as we get a massive Mev bot there. But we are up $180 on this coin right now. And I have no idea why. I mean, I'm going to be honest. sometimes you can understand why meme coins rally. I'm actually lost on this one. I don't know. And you can see how volatile it is because it seems like the price is just moving and there is no way to track this. So my computer is very slow right now, but I have no explanation as to why this is good. I actually don't understand. You can see my screen's like freezing every now and then. It seems like it's really hard for this graph to actually make sense. I'm kind of tempted to sell a little bit here. We'll just sell 50%. I would love to be able to restart the browser, so we'll try that. Please don't get liquidated in that time, because that would suck. Go on, load. Okay, it did drop down a little bit. We're fine. We are fine. Come on, keep building back up. Chen Pepe, bought in. Good signs. Good signs. Whenever Chen Pepe buys something, it goes well, and it has gone straight up since then. That is good. You can see down here now we have the tracked wallets. We also have Crypto Charming buying in, another good sign. Okay, if this just continues to rally, we could print. This could be better than our last purchase. We're gonna have to wait and see how this goes. Oh my god, okay. Feng buying in there. Again, another one of these wallets that is highly tracked. So whenever these big tracked wallets get into these coins, they somewhat do well. Unrealized profit sitting at about $70 right now. You can see we bought about $90. We have 0.1 or $100, sorry, left in this coin. So we can just sit here and basically, well, I mean, hopefully watch this continue to go up. I don't know why my computer is so laggy. Okay, more buys. So we have broken that all-time high. But again, you can see how laggy this is. Up $180 on this right now. We just need this to keep going. And this could be our best trade of the day. By far. All right, it seems like it is sort of, oh my god, there we go, big buys. How much was that? Only $100, so it looks like they bought after someone or maybe on a different wallet. Go to the 30-second chart. Oh my god, that looks insane on the 30-second chart. I actually cannot believe that. Wow, okay, that's crazy. You know what, I think 30-second chart is probably too hard to track this on. Let's see if there's like a 5 or a 15-second chart that we can look at. We'll look at the 5. What does the 5 show us? Okay, that is much better. That is a much better chart to look at. It looks a lot more even. I guess it looks like a more traditional chart opposed to the 1-second chart where it is just absolutely rapid. This looks better. Let me know if you guys think this looks better as well. All right, we'll set a little price guide again. So if it does break below that level, we should probably look at exiting the position and selling. Hopefully it doesn't break that soon though. I feel like this coin could go a lot higher. Again, it is just sort of a little bit of risk management and it has broken it. So let's just, okay, no, instant reversal. What the hell is happening? So that was a big buy right there. Damn. Okay. Well, good thing we didn't have the automatic stopper on because we would have lost some just to price impact there, which is crazy. It almost seems like someone accidentally oversold and then put straight back into the position. So yeah, it looks like it is holding stable now around this level. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep moving up. Yup, this is exactly what we need. Come on, keep breaking those levels. Keep going. Obviously, it's natural. Crypto Charming taking some profits. This is just what's going to happen. As this coin goes up higher and higher, people that have been in from the beginning are just going to start taking gains, which is very, very understandable and probably expected at the same time. I'd almost be worried if people weren't taking gains right now. So yeah, definitely a good sign. Okay, it does look like it's retracing a little bit. I don't know what these massive wicks are. I think it's a Mev bot, but you can see the all-time high as we sold a little bit. Unfortunately, it didn't get that price impact. That would have been crazy if we got some of that sell. But you can see just how crazy this is moving. We still only have about $60 left in this chart. So if it goes up a lot more, obviously we'll make decent money. But also if this just suddenly dumps 50%, we've still made money on this chart, which is ideal. It's sort of like the ideal position to be in. Because again, we'll still make money if this goes up. It's now basically just about risk management. How much do we want to lose? How much are we willing to lose? And then, of course, sort of what are our resistance targets? When do we look to exit this position? So we'll leave this going because it does still look like it is in an uptrend. You can just see from basically our last sell going straight down, it has basically just been building up in that pyramid shape, which is a good start. Okay, big sell down right there. I don't know what caused that, but it might be worth just taking some gains. Again, like it is just playing with our resistance level right now. I don't know what to do. Seems like this coin is absolutely running. What the hell? Look how high this is on the 1 second timeline. This is crazy. Do we get into this? All right, let's get into this. We'll monitor the other position at the same time. Okay, we should have sold. That's fine though. We'll take that L and let's just watch this now. Oh my God. My computer's so laggy. I can't even say our buy. Okay, we're up fat. This is good. Come on, keep going. Again, those people starting to take some early profits. That's fine. I feel like now is when the bigger whales start getting into this coin. So we just got to keep watching. Got to keep watching this chart. Again, we got a decent-ish entry. It does look like it's starting to retrace a little bit. Vamps are coming out, which is never good. Oh, not the vamps. No. Maybe if we can buy into the vamp, we sort of get the best runner. Okay, we'll take our gains there. About $30 there. Is this gonna run? We're up about $50 on this one. I feel like we should try and get out of this quickly though. Don't know. I don't know how high these go. All right, let's just take our gains. We'll take a gain, quick $50 right there. Again, we're sort of just doing this. Another vamp is spawning. What the hell is going on? It is just vamp after vamp after vamp, and people are going in with so much money in these early coins. Again, we'll get in. If we lose on one, that's fine because we've made money on two. We just want to see what happens with these. We obviously don't want to be too risky. Looks like we'll just take our loss there. That's fine. That is fine. Again, I have no idea what's going on. I don't even understand this meme or why these are running right now. So yeah, you can see we sold there right before it looks like it peaked back up. I don't know if it is just worth, you know, staying in these OGs. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, is this the one that we lost on and it is now mooning? No. Okay, hopefully we got in before the volume goes crazy though. Okay, we've erased that loss. Very nice. Oh my God, someone must have had a fat amount of that. Oh, do we buy a little bit more back in? It's like the dev's selling. Dev is nearly out though, which could be good. I feel like as soon as this dev's out now, it's going to send. And there it is. It is sending. Come on, keep going. Keep going. $10 in the profit now. Oh, sort of hovering around that $3 to $10. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Keep chugging up. All right, this is crazy. We are now up $100 on this coin that we initially started down on. That is crazy. I cannot believe that. All right, we'll take some gains. This is insane. How do we do this? How did we pull this off? I'm kind of shocked. You can see we'll set our price target down there. It looks like this is just going to keep on running though. Oh my God. All right, just keep going. That's fine. You can see how many buyers are coming into this right now. It is insane. There are so many things going through this chart. I don't know how to keep up. Oh my God. What a crazy start though. We'll take a little bit out again. Seems like it is losing momentum. There's probably an OG that might be sending. Maybe this is trying to vamp that, or there is another coin that's trying to vamp this one. It's always really hard to tell, but I feel like we've made decent gains on this, so we don't want to be too greedy just yet. We're going to wait and see what happens. Again, there are still some big wallets that hold a lot of money in this coin. I feel like we're off to a good start. We are off to a very good start. It might be worth just full exiting our position though. We'll take the 135 gain, and that is how you do it. All right, it is no longer nighttime. It is the next day, and we are back on this grind once again. We are going to try and make more money today. I mean, it's a possibility. It's going to happen. It just is going to happen. I feel it. All right, let's get into Clog. So again, this is one of those coins that we have been thinking about for a while. You can see it's already migrated. It is getting some decent price action, but this is probably buying around the top. Like, it is getting a little bit clippy right now as we see another big buy coming in. But this is just one of those plays where it's not as speculative because it has already migrated. So there is a lot more volume already. You can see we're up pretty decently. Put a mark up there for about 180k, which is where I feel like we should start to take some profits. And he's going straight for it. That is crazy. Come on, keep going. Okay, we get some big sells. That's fine. Come on. Keep going. So you can see our average fill is about that 122, 123k mark. We're currently trading around 140 as we dip straight back down. That is not what we wanted at all. But this is, come on. Like, you can see how big the volume charts are down here. We'll buy a little bit more. I feel like now that we are just back at entry, this would be another good time. So just 0.5 in. Does look like there are some other vamps going off this at the same time, which basically means that coins that have run, people will try and redeploy once again to try and take some of that momentum away. They will try and launch a second or a third variant of it, so people that missed out buying it can then buy in at a much cheaper price. Pretty crazy, but that seems to be what's happening. So hopefully that just helps boost this OG coin even more. We're gonna have to wait and see though. And we're still trading around our entry, which isn't ideal. Okay, there we go. Decent leg up. Who bought that? Peely? Okay, we'll take that. We'll take a Peely buy. Hopefully that brings more people to the chart, pushing up back to that 150k level. You can see as well that we are just using the 1 second intervals on this chart as we go more volume. There we go. New all-time high. That's what we like to see. I was going to say we could always swap this to a 5 or a 15 second as we break that 180k mark. We might just take 50% out of here now. We've made some decent gains on this, and we'll just keep hoping. Oh my god, what is that? Buy. That was huge. Look at that. Okay, we'll just hope that this keeps on going. We'll take a little bit more there, 25% out, as this is just breaking new all-time highs. 250k. Oh my god, come on, keep running. Keep going. Come on, keep going. Take another little 10% clip out. So we don't want to keep all of our money in here now. We've made some decent gains on this, so we should start taking some off the table. We've pretty much sold everything that we put into it. So whatever we have now is pretty much money that we've made during this trade, which is probably the ideal situation to be in. Just means that we can sort of take it a little bit more relaxed. Oh my god, massive sell. Oh my god, massive. Was that a dev sell? That is crazy. Okay, well, we basically lost everything. I don't know why that... Why would the dev sell? That was actually looking good. Well, we only made like $20 on that, so that sucked. But I guess money's money. We'll take it. We'll take a small gain. I mean, that is crazy. Look how big that sell was, though. So there you have it. That is our video trading meme coins. We ended up pretty much making a few $100s from this. We started off by losing some money with a smaller portfolio, but as soon as we swapped over to a different chain, which was BNB, it actually worked out pretty well. So this might be something that we explore in the future, but make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be uploading a bunch of finance videos on this channel in the future, so make sure to stick around for that. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.